Woodward Sports is your number one source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Sean Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Jerry Foster, and Red Wing great Darren McCarty.
Oh,
Then
check.
You're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and EZ nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. Every day, all the sports, all Detroit. Live on the Woodward Sports Network. Detroit's number one sports network.
All right, so hear me out, all right?
Good morning.
Good morning. But we need to take care of business first, all right? Hear me out. I want to offer a public apology right now. You offered a public apology yesterday. I want to offer a public apology to the heavyweights, to Spenny and Easy, all right? And I hope the boys both see this, all right? Yesterday we made a comment on the show about how a lot of times we're late because things get touched around here. I don't get it. I don't know what happens. And people came at the heavyweights about that, all right? Boys, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's the Gremlins, whatever. Today, I'm telling you definitively, you know why we're starting late? Because it's Snowmageddon out there. Period. End of story. That's like, if you guys haven't been out yet, especially it depends what side of town you're coming from because it's a little heavier, like on my side of town. If you have that option to stay home today, take them up on it. All right? Because I'm going to tell you what, and Justin, you and I were talking about this. Like, honestly, I don't have a problem driving in this stuff. Do I like it? Of course not, right? But I got one of those goat modes in my car, and, I just flip on the snow, ice. Maz, what's it called? You know.
You got it, the goat mode.
Yeah, whatever.
All-wheel drive.
Yeah, and drive. I turn the little thing.
Yeah, front wheel low.
Am I driving in sand? Am I driving in, and okay. Yeah. Do you know what it is? And I came this close to using a word that is no longer in the popular vernacular. It starts with an R. It's the idiots out on the road. That's what it comes down to. Like, legitimately.
The roads really weren't clear either.
No, they weren't.
They did not do a good job.
And it makes it worse, though, Maz. Yeah. It does. But like for me, I've been around here long enough. Okay, leave a little bit earlier. I left at 6:45 today, okay? It took me a little over an hour to get here. What is normally a 30, 35-minute drive, it took me a little over an hour. All right, no big deal. Poor Cam comes walking up. He looks like, Nook from the North or whatever. Poor guy, all bundled up and everything. He had a miserable ride. Maz, that wet snow gets you, dude. It gets you.
The left lane is not a good place to be.
No.
But you want to be there because you don't want to be going 30 miles an hour.
Well, that's where I normally live when I'm driving.
You do the 30 miles an hour or you do the left lane?
No, I do the left lane.
Yeah,
and
I get
fly.
it. You have a truck.
I'm not gonna lie. I fly.
Yeah.
I do.
I ducked it into neighborhoods because I couldn't deal with the absolute BS that was happening on Maple. Or I literally couldn't take it. I was like, there's a whole backup of cars all the way back, and I just was like, nope. And I went into a neighborhood, and it was plowed, and I was going 40 in the neighborhood because, like, if it's plowed, if I could see black, I'm going.
You're the smart one though, Justin, because it's and you avoid other people. And of course the obligatory. I've always called them Loke, lady on cell phone. All right. Arguably the most dangerous driver on the road.
Yeah.
You're driving in these conditions, and I see this woman next to me just going like this, right? And I'm like, all right, something's up. I kid you not. She's driving with her phone like this. She's talking on her phone.
Wow.
With it close to her face like that. I'm like, what are you doing?
Did you beep?
What are you doing? No, I do this. I just slow down and do that.
You don't beep and go like this?
No, she's oblivious anyway. Do you think it's going to matter? Because nobody else on the road matters but her.
Right.
And that conversation, that's the only thing that matters. So, yes, public apology. We are late today because we were all, well, quite frankly, a little late today. So
it took me a half an hour to make a 10-minute drive.
How long was it for you, Maz?
About 45 minutes.
What is it normally?
25 to 30.
About double.
Yeah.
About double.
I parked in the garage this time.
I parked right out there.
That snow's heavy today.
Yeah.
I've already done the car once, and I've done the sidewalk once already this morning. And I got to go home.
I should have thought about that.
I got to go home and finish the snow today. I hate it. I hate it.
I'm the type of guy, so with that little bit that we got yesterday, I have to go out in waves. Like, if you know when the big one comes in,
Yeah.
like my wife will go, like, what are you doing? Like 2 hours in, it was like, it's a lot better than doing 6 inches later.
Yeah.
So if I can do 2 inches there, 2 inches there, 2 inches there, like
smart.
today's gonna suck. That wet shit.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh.
Just take your time, guys. and
Yeah,
gals.
take your time. Seriously, public service announcement.
Stay home. It's the best thing you can do.
If you can stay home today, yeah, just. And I'm sure, you know what? Honestly, I'm sure it'll be better in a couple hours. But the problem is the snow keeps coming down, and then that rain's supposed to mix in, and then the temperature's supposed to drop.
Yeah, we're lucky. It was 38, so it didn't completely freeze.
Yeah.
so it is what it is. Man.
Later on today, you guys are screwed.
Welcome to Michigan.
How about all this stuff with Skubal yesterday?
I'm telling you, man, the winter meetings. You hear so many things. As an LA writer that says the deal is done. All you got to do is get Illich's approval. I mean, the Dodgers, they signed Edwin Diaz yesterday, the Mets closer.
I think that's like literally the final step for the Dodgers too. You know, they've been so close. I think that's the final step for the Dodgers.
You mean to win like 5 straight? Listen, man, it's 1 against, how many teams are in baseball? 32 or 30? It's 1 against 29. It is. Do you want the field or do you want the Dodgers?
What did I tell you last year? That's all
Yeah.
we talked about in the summer and fall. I'll take the Dodgers. I will. Why do you think baseball is like literally heading towards Armageddon?
It's gonna.
You can't.
It deserves it.
You can't compete with that. I'm sorry. You
It
just
deserves
can't.
a closure. It's sad.
And we felt sorry for poor little Toronto last year, and they're spending twice as much as the Tigers are. Like what? Nice league. Jeez, oh Pete. So the guy that was talking about this yesterday, something called David Pingalore.
Yeah, he's a reporter.
He is a sports anchor at KTLA out in Los Angeles. I'm going to read his tweet. Update. I'm hearing the Skubal deal is essentially in place. The pieces are agreed to. The framework is done. Now, this is where it gets interesting, okay? What's holding it up now is the long-term extension and ownership approval in Detroit. The Tigers won't greenlight it without the owner's sign-off, and the Dodgers won't ship out that kind of haul without a long-term commitment from Skubal. That's the final hurdle. Well, that's a really big final hurdle, with all due respect, David. I'm not going to sit there and chastise. I can't stand when people chastise somebody else's reporting, okay? There's a time to do that. If the guy's wrong, then there's a time to do that. But this is what he's saying right now. But that's a pretty big hurdle. The Dodgers getting a long-term commitment from Skubal.
And why wouldn't they?
Well, Scott Boras.
I know, but why wouldn't they?
Of course. And my mindset is that's a lot easier said than done when Scott Boras is your agent.
I know, but it's the Dodgers, and the Dodgers have unlimited money.
Well,
They print.
the good.
They print. They want. If he wants 500, they can give it to him.
The big question is this though: how much are they reading the tea leaves, and how much of that will change after 27 or 26, as it were, before 27, because that's when Armageddon's coming, and we've talked about it for a while. The average person, like the casual fan, I don't think people know what's coming to baseball. It's coming. It is, and they've been talking about it, haven't exactly been hiding it. Players have already, shown their displeasure towards Manfred. The Bryce Harper situation and everything. This is like something huge is coming. And don't be surprised if you don't see a long lockout coming in 27. It's got to change. You can't. This is stupid.
Schwarber got $150 million yesterday for 5. He got $30 million a year. Great player, but he got $30 million a year. Now, people always yap at me, stick, of course, right on me yesterday when I was saying this Edwin Diaz deal to the Dodgers. You can't compete with them. So, of course, well, you're a Yankee fan. How about the Yankees? And I'll just throw this out at you again. The Yankees, 5 guys on that championship run team were homegrown talent. Jeter, Posada, Bernie Williams, Mariano Rivera, Andy Pettit. The Dodgers have 1. They have Will Smith. He's a catcher. He plays 3 times a week. Okay? The Dodgers are bought and paid for. They make the Yankees of yesteryear look like a joke. Sure, they signed A-Rod. They signed Reggie back in the 70s. But they're not signing everyone from Japan and picking Cy Young winners and frontline starters off of every other freaking team. They don't have a starter that's homegrown. They don't have a reliever that's homegrown. They just have Will Smith. Freddie Freeman, where did he come from? Mookie Betts, where did he come from? I can go on and on and on. So don't compare them to the Yankees of the old days. The Yankees at least drafted those 5 guys, and then they added free agent guys, a lot of them at the end of their career. Scott Brosius, Tino Martinez. They all did good. But not like this. This is a freaking disgrace.
It was a huge advantage for the Yankees. I used to argue with Yankee fans all the time about it. Mez, it was a huge advantage, and you're acknowledging that, okay? This is something different.
This is different.
It is different. And for me, Mez, I don't care about the homegrown stuff personally. No disrespect to you. It's how do you compete with that? How? You know?
But you don't think homegrown is anything?
I don't because
I gave you 3 Hall of Famers in that 5 guys.
Maz, I'll tell you why I don't, because not only though did you have those Hall of Famers, but you could afford to keep those Hall of Famers like other teams can't, like Tarek Skubal. Yeah. So to me, it comes down. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I get your point. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can afford to.
Yes.
How many Derek Jeter? Okay,
Right.
Derek Jeter plays someplace else other than New York. All right, he's not going to be there his whole career. He's not. Right? I mean, that's the way he's going to be. Tarek Skubal. Oh, man, when the contract comes up, wouldn't he look good in Dodger blue? That poor, long-suffering fan base. It's terrible. I feel so sorry for the Dodgers.
They make me puke.
This will be the final piece. It's like this is what we're dealing with. And, and at least back then there were teams in shouting distance of the Yankees too. And there might be a year that the Red Sox even went above and beyond. Or didn't Angelos go crazy one year in Baltimore and spend a lot? Now, I'm not saying it was that much. Angels, Phillies have occasionally been up there. This is
Mets.
This is this.
Yeah.
How do you?
Now we could compare it, and we don't like to compare it. Well, what's Cam rocking right now? He's rocking the winged wheel. What's Justin wearing? He's rocking the winged wheel. Before the salary cap, Kenny Holland brought everybody here. This was Hollywood. This was the greatest team ever assembled. Yeah, it's hockey, but they owned it. They brought everybody in, and they owned it. As soon as the salary cap went in.
Well, you know what's interesting about that? I've had that conversation a lot. It wasn't an every year thing for the Wings. Does that make sense?
Yes.
01-02 was over the top.
Correct.
Right? I'll never forget we were on the air, and it was the day, if you remember, they got Luc Robitaille and Dominic Hasek, if I'm not mistaken, on the same day. And I'm going, huh? And we literally had Luke on the air from this golf course. And he was, Luke, he was hammered.
Yeah.
And he's like, do you know how great it is I come to, I come to Detroit
Go
and everything.
get a goalie. Let's go get Cujo.
It was incredible. But if you remember, the same dynamic was in place. Like, Philly might go up. And St. Louis, I think there was one year that St. Louis spent like crazy and everything. So it wasn't like the every year thing with Detroit. But when Detroit wanted to go over the top, I mean, and obviously everyone looks at 01 and 02 in particular, that was like, oh my gosh, that was, and for me, it was like, if you're consistently ahead of everybody else, that's something different. That's over there. And if you look back at the numbers, and they're all readily available online, I'll say this in defense of the Red Wings. They weren't year in, year out above everybody else, right? They were always near the top and a few years at the top.
And they paid their guys like the Yankees did.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
They kept them.
Absolutely. I think Darren McCarty would be the first guy to tell you, too, is the way that they treated their guys was
Primo.
huge. It was huge.
Yeah.
It was,
Mr. Ilitch rolled the red carpet out, literally.
Detroit was a destination. And I've said this 100 times, no disrespect to my buddy Justin or my new buddy Cam, who's the newest member of our family. I'm going to ask you, why would somebody want to come to Detroit right now? I'm serious.
Because we're an up-and-coming team.
Based on...
Made the playoffs the last 2 years, played in a gallant Game 5, one of the greatest games of all time.
I'm talking about the Red Wings.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I was just gonna let him go for a sec.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
It's okay, Maz.
I'm sorry.
I would say
The sweater itself, the original 6. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
no. Those are both good points. But I don't think that is the prestige that it once did. Right now, if I was, say Quinn Hughes, my attraction to being here would be that they have a young, Matt said, a young up-and-coming roster with almost half their team being first to third-year players, and they're competing in the thick of the Eastern Conference right now, where you could say that to be a playoff series contender, Quinn Hughes would put you there with some adequate goaltending.
So you understand what I'm saying, just by your definition, best case scenario to really compete. Best case scenario is what? 2 years? Best case scenario. And you know what I mean by really compete. I'm not talking about
deep playoff run?
Coochie coo you got in the playoffs. Isn't that adorable like the Habs last year? Oh, aren't you fun? It's going to be so fun to watch you grow up and all that. I'm not talking
next
about that
year,
dumb shit.
Quinn Hughes completely changes the complexion of this team.
To go win a Stanley Cup. To literally legitimately
I said deep playoff
compete.
run. I said
Okay.
deep playoff run. I believe they could win 2 series with Quinn Hughes and then some help in the offseason.
So, I mean, I hope you understand my sentiment. If I'm a guy nearing my prime age, I want to go to a team that's a contender now, and I don't want to roll the dice.
So
right?
You're going to Florida.
Common sense. Or as Elliot Friedman was talking about last night, how about the Washington Capitals who want one more kick at the can?
Who will also be irrelevant in 2 years.
In 2 years' time.
So it's take your pick. Would you rather have a chance with a Caps roster that isn't good enough to win the Stanley Cup, even with Quinn Hughes, or you can go to the Red Wings and still have a chance to continue to build for a Stanley Cup? Even the Devils, I would say, is a more attractive option than the Capitals.
I think people want to go to some place where they think that they have a legitimate chance to compete now. That's usually the mindset.
Well, especially because Quinn
is
2 years on his deal too. He could leave after 2 years.
Well, and that's why they want a deal now, because
this is where his value is highest.
And Vancouver knows that as well. I think that's why they want to deal him, is because the longer this goes on, you're going to get diminishing return. Because if you go into next year, the last year of his contract, you go into the last year of his contract, now you're talking about every other team in the league knows he's gone. We've been dancing this dance for 2 years. Why do I have to go over the top for this? Right? I mean, you might get, like Justin, we were talking about like a Rantanen deal. You might get something like that where you get a big package. But right now is the chance where Vancouver can maximize their return. Are you kidding me? They can maximize their return. And if it's a place that Quinn Hughes says, I like what's going on, yeah, I can extend, which he can do after January 1st. He cannot do, July 1st. He cannot do that before July 1st. But this is the dynamic in sport right now, right? And I guess, and I know people are going to get mad at me, and Justin, you're going to get mad at me, and so be it. Haven't we had this conversation about the Red Wings and wait for 2 years for about 3 years now?
Yep.
If we're being honest.
Yep.
Haven't we so wait for 2 years 3 years ago. Wait for 2 years 2 years ago. Wait for 2 years a year ago. Wait for 2 years now, right? And people see that stuff, right? And by the way, Justin, I hope you know this. The franchise is 100% in a different place right now than it was even 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that you're actually seeing some of these coochie coos now, right? And they're producing. And that's the biggest thing with the Tigers. Maz, I've been told for so many years to believe in the invisible with the Tigers, it drives me nuts. I have. Oh. You wait. This Daz Cameron, he is going to be center fielder for 15 years, multiple gold gloves. Humberto Sanchez, he's got stuff.
All right, I got a question for you, Sean.
Yes.
So, if you were the Canucks GM, all right, we're going to flip sides real quick.
Patrick Alvin?
And you're dealing with the Caps, the Pens, and who was the last team other than the Wings?
Devils?
Devils. Thank you, Mass. Appreciate you. Who of those teams can make a trade that would be more appealing than ASP, Casper Danielson, Finney, or a level prospect and 2 first-round picks?
They probably have the leg up. If I had to say this, and I know you're all that familiar with the little farm rankings and prospect rankings in hockey.
Because other than Lane Hudson, I don't know how Washington gets it done.
San Jose, Anaheim, Montreal still are loaded with stuff, and I would put Detroit in that next group. I really would, and you see most lists that look that way. All right, and I would also counter that with. Do you remember that time Steve Yzerman gave up a bunch of guys that he drafted, that he groomed, that he brought into the system? Remember that guy? That time he gave up a bunch of those prospects?
No.
Neither do I. It's not his MO. And that's all I have to base things on, right? That's it. I mean, that doesn't mean that it can't happen. But all we are forced to look at and I have all the respect in the world for Steve Yzerman in regards to this. If you hear something, I always say chances are it's not going to happen. Why? Because it ain't coming from Steve Yzerman. I mean, around the league, people notoriously know that Steve Yzerman keeps his cards as close to the vest as anybody out there. All right? So what are we left to do?
It could be leaked from the other side, though, Sean.
It could be. It could be. But
and that's kind of what it sounds like.
What are we left to do? So what are we left to do if you're not getting any information out of Fortress Yzerman? We're left to look at his tendencies. And he wants to build the right way. He's talked about the slow, methodical, et cetera, et cetera. There is a time that you can make a move, but making a move, Jonathan Drouin, trading one guy, Jonathan Drouin, is a lot different than saying, here is ASP, here's Casper, here's Danielson, here's one of our goaltenders, and here's a bevy of picks. It hasn't happened yet. Doesn't mean that it won't, but I'm glad you guys got my point. Remember that time? No, I don't remember that time, because that hasn't been his MO so far. Maybe we should take a break at some point in time. Justin, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I'm looking through Steve Yzerman's trade history right now. So let me tell you what break that is. Let me tell you about Mad Packs. Mad Packs is the #1 cannabis joint, and I got it, Cam. Don't worry about it. In just 2 seconds. There we go. Hi, guys. Let me tell you about Mad Packs. Mad Packs is the maddest joints in the game, and they get you right. I needed it last night after a long day of work and dealing with this bullshit-ass snow. You're going to need it. So make sure if you can, you can even get it delivered. A lot of dispensaries have delivery, so make sure you go look for your local Mad Packs today. Go check it out at their website to find out what dispensaries sell near you. That is getmadpacks.com. And Sean or Maz, why don't you tell me about Art and Jake's?
I could do that. It's if you're heading over to the Lions watch party this coming Sunday at Art and Jake's in Clarkston, December 14th. You know what it is. It's Detroit and L.A. It's Stafford against Goff. On the same day, we have a special event happening at Art and Jake's from 4 to 6. p.m., Art and Jake's will be collecting donations for packages from home. It's an incredible organization that sends care items to deployed service members and supports local veterans right here in our community. They're looking for a ton of items. It could be anything, guys, from canned food and snacks to recreational items like books, sports equipment, electronics. Just watch the packaging. Make sure it's in their original packaging and watch those expiration dates. Can't be less than 6 months expiration dates. So give that a holler. Bring your items to Art and Jake's in Clarkston this Sunday between 4 and 6 p.m. Drop them off. Get your drink, get something to eat, hang out, watch the watch party with us here, and massively help us support the troops at Art and Jake's in Clarkston.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Holiday season. All right? It's better to give than to receive. Nah. How about you give and you receive? That's right. That nobody has to know, right?
Sounds like justice.
I like justice.
I know.
All right? So I say happy birthday, Maz. Thank you for everything
Thanks,
that
buddy.
you do. And Merry Christmas to you as well, right?
Appreciate it.
And I give Maz a $50 gift card. I get a free pizza. That's right. No, really, you receive a free 4-square, 1-topping pizza voucher with every $50 gift card.
Nice.
That you purchase now through the end of 2025. Also, it is holiday party season. They have dine-in, all-you-can-eat party packages starting at $15 a person, or you can cater your event with the original Detroit-style pizza and save 20% off your order of $200 or more. All you need to do is use promo code HOLIDAY20. Check out their catering menu. Again, promo code HOLIDAY20. Their catering menu is at buddiespizza.com/catering.
And right before you go to Buddies, make sure you hit up Spider Legs Premium Pre-Rolls at a dispensary near you, because that will make that Buddies Pizza just taste that much better, because they are the precision pre-rolls that combine bold innovation and meticulous precision. Spider Legs set a new standard, blending strength and sophistication for those who value products built with care and purpose. Spider Legs can be found in over 200 dispensaries around the great state of Pure Michigan, and make sure that you tap in with them on all their socials at Spider Legs Official.
All right, welcome back in. Make sure you say hi to the newest member of our family as well, Cam. Cam is in this morning. We appreciate him. Good dude. So, chat, welcome him in. Treat him as you would anybody else. No, don't do that. The guy'll quit. I joke. I kid. Cam, welcome aboard. All right, Maz, you got some super chats, and then I can't wait to hear Justin's counter.
You got it. Here's the super chats for today. LaBartney, still out in the desert. Shout out Woodward Sports in Michigan. Can't wait for the snow, Maz. Heading to DXB, AMS, and DTW. He's on his way here.
Dude, good
to
for
Detroit
you.
Metro. Be safe.
By the way, as Cam pointed out during the break, these look like honestly like motion picture snowflakes right now. They're the big giant snowflakes coming down right now. It's absurd.
It hurts. It hurts. Usually I'd be happy when the show's over so I can go to Jack's. Now today I got to go home and shovel and use that snowblower for the first time because that snow's heavy.
Yeah, big time.
Careful, guys. I ain't say that. $2. Maz doing candy corn lines in the bathroom. I'm not. Not yet, at least. Not yet, at least.
You just gave. Can you see Maz with a hammer? Maz, what on earth are you doing? I gotta crush these. I gotta crush these candy corn so I can just go across the table, right?
Oh, here's Jillian J. Surya, $4.99 from Maryland. I come to Lions game in gridlock traffic, leaving Ford Field. Everyone on the main drag was letting everyone in the lot out. So he's happy about the Detroit drivers here.
Oh,
at least that's what I take out of this.
Okay.
So thank you for that. LaBartney again. Shout out the new guy, Cam.
There you
Welcome
go.
to the WSN family. You be safe, LaBartney, on your way home. And here's Dylan again. If the Wings are sending the Swedish Kale McCarr, Hughes with picks needs to come this way. Makes sense. We got to pay Hughes as well. Rather keep ASP.
Can I ask you a question, though? And Justin, I know in particular how much you think about ASP, okay? You know what you have to do? You have to be the opposition's general manager, all right? Because you know what I do if I'm Patrick Alvin and you start saying that stuff? I just kind of sit there and I go, aren't you adorable? You are so cute. Oh, my gosh. Yes, he could be one of the best defensemen in the league. My guy is one of the best defensemen in the league.
Yep.
That's just the reality of it, guys. That's just I always say it's lying. It is. It's lying. You're going to lie about how much you like a guy. You're going to lie about how much the guy that I really like this guy and I really don't want to let him go. And you're sitting there inside going, I can't wait to get him out of here. That's what those guys do. So I get what you're saying, and I'm not even going to argue with you that he's going to be all that, okay? The jury's out. We'll leave it at that, okay? But for the sake of the argument, all right, he's going to be all that. All right, you're telling me what you think a player's going to be. I'm telling you that he's one of the best players in the National Hockey League. We're not the same. We're not the same. That's just
no.
And if you do that stuff like in a negotiating room, you just lost, right? All right, Justin, I can't wait to hear this.
All right. So I lost my second example because I had them on the same page, and I can't find it now. I'm being a bot. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I just got the coffee in hand, so I'm working on it.
All right.
All right. So in 2018, Tampa Bay Lightning acquired Ryan McDonough and JT Miller at the trade deadline. They traded 3 prospects, a first-round pick, right? And a second-round pick.
Pretty good players.
Pretty good players.
All right. So who are those? No, who are those players? I can't wait.
The prospects?
Yes.
I have not heard of any of them.
Okay. Thank you very much. That was fun, wasn't it? We had a good time. So none of those players that you heard of, you want to compare those players to ASP, to Casper, to Danielson, to Kosa, to Augustine.
Actually, I think I know this guy.
Well, that changes everything. I guess I'm lost. No, you understand what I'm saying? Like it's. We aren't talking these.
Oh, actually, this. All right. No, I should know this player. That's on me. That's on me.
All right, but you understand what I'm saying? These are guys that, while they haven't quote unquote established themselves yet, at least we know these guys, and they have a trickle of NHL experience now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And do you want to compare that package? Like, would you give that package up for the players that I just mentioned?
No.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, one of those guys is playing in the Czech league right now. It's brutal.
And you could spin that to the Tigers because that's what we're talking. That's how we got.
That's how we got on this.
Skubal, we know what he is.
I know what he is.
We don't know what Emmett Sheehan and the rest of the Dodger farmhands.
Yes, we do. Oh, yes, we do.
Fucking damn.
We have 100 Harrisites out there that will tell us how great they are. It's real. You know it's real. There are people watching right now that are absolutely pissed at us that we are taking exactly. There it is, Maz. It is. It's the zombie thing.
I follow Harris.
I believe
I follow Harris.
every prospect is great. You are dumb to point out bona fide examples of guys that didn't make it even in recent time because they were not selected by Scott Harris. He did not wave his magic wand on them. And that's why I say, honest to goodness, you guys, I'm not even going to say that this next batch is going to fail, okay? The reality is now we have Randy Smith, Dave Dombrowski, and Al Avila. Years, going back a quarter century of wait till you see this guy, and they didn't pan out.
Not for Dave Dombrowski.
No.
He shipped those
Dave
guys
shipped
out.
them. Exactly.
Yes.
And that's why I'm saying
That's why he wins World Series.
Casper Wells. Oh, what are we going to do? Oh, my gosh. Humberto Sanchez. No, really, there was a thing called Humberto Sanchez, and he was like this highly touted prospect. What are we going to... Cameron Maben.
Oh, my God. For Miguel Cabrera?
I'm telling you, you guys... People lost their minds when we gave up Jacob Turner and Rob Brantley. And we got Omar Infante and Anibal Sanchez in return.
Jeez.
And I say in retrospect, forget Anibal Sanchez came here and was really good.
He was brilliant.
In particular, 1 year, 2013, he was sick, okay?
He still has the record, 19 Ks.
Let's take him out of the equation. You could have traded those two bums, those two do-nothings for Omar Infante and still won the deal.
Yeah.
Think about that. So that's where we're at. All right, so this is Ken Rosenthal, right?
Fox.
And make sure, before we do that, make sure you tap in from 10 to 11. Me and Spencer are going to go live talking all details about the Quinn Hughes rumors and in detail. And I guess Sean will be there to be negative Nancy in the room. Well... by the way, I only said 12.
I hate... That's not fair. Do you know what you need? You need a dose of realism. That's not...
I said 12%, Sean. 12%. I'm not saying it's 50. I'm not even saying it's 33 with the other 3 teams that they're competing with. I said 12. Okay? I know it's a stretch, but God damn it, I'm going to believe in my damn 12%.
Good for you.
All right. Anyway.
So that's not negative Nancy. See, what I'm doing today is I'm talking logically to you, right?
Sure.
Is that negative?
Yep.
All right, I'm sorry. I won't talk logically anymore.
No, it's illegal.
Don't be a parent.
I'm not.
Don't be a parent.
I'm not going to talk logically anymore.
It's illegal.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yes, this is from Ken Rosenthal.
This is Foul Territory TV. This is AJ Brzezinski's podcast and television show.
I think he's going to get traded. I do.
I also found a video of Scott Boras that I'm downloading right now as well.
Yep, I saw that one, and there's an AJ Hinch as well. But let's listen to Ken Rosenthal talk about the people that feel the way they feel about Scott Harris.
What's going on with them? Are they going to trade him? And if not, are they going to go for it this year?
I don't expect that they're going to trade him, and I don't know how hard they're going to go for it. Scott Harris, their president of baseball operations, is pretty disciplined and I would say borderline rigid in the way he goes about it. He's risk averse, in my opinion. I know he would disagree, but you've got Tarek Skubal for one more year. You've gone to the playoffs 2 straight years with him. He's a big part of that. He's won 2 straight Cy Young Awards. Why wouldn't you put your best foot forward here? Not saying do anything stupid.
Well, what does that mean, though, best foot forward?
It means going out and getting another bat and a number 2 starter behind him and fixing your bullpen. That's what it means.
That's a lot, though.
It's a lot.
But where did Scott Harris come from?
Chicago Cubs.
And what are they?
And the San Francisco Giants.
And what are they, both those organizations, very averse to?
Spending big.
And risk.
And risk. Pretty much the entire industry is averse to risk.
I hate this.
Listen, man, what he just told you is what we all have heard, that the way people, the general managers in baseball, look at Scott Harris, they think he's a punk. They think he's like a fantasy owner that wants Patrick Mahomes, and he's going to trade you, I don't know, Brock Wright. That's what Scott Harris's reputation is. He gives nothing and wants everything. He does not want to give up his boys, his can't miss club. He's not touching the can't miss club. You can have those guys. You want Theoren Lorenzo? I'll give you him. But you can't have these guys. And he's got the best pitcher in baseball, and he craps all over him by saying nobody is untradeable.
You know what's interesting about it? I can't help but, and this is how the connections keep coming into Steve Yzerman, because I've heard some of that stuff about Steve Yzerman. I don't know if it's true. All right, I don't know if
it probably is.
But I will say this: you know what, Steve Yzerman, it's worked for Steve Yzerman, because Justin, I'll say this and defer to you. People were screaming from all corners of the hockey world for him to trade Jonathan Drouin. All right? And Steve was like, I'm not going to do it unless I get a deal that works for me. Don't know how else to say it. He can choose to sit out. He can beg for a trade every day. I'm not going to do it until I get a deal that works for me. And boy, did he get a deal that worked for him. And I think, Mash, now to your point, this is the difference, okay? Is that rigidity and is that stubbornness going to come to the detriment of the Bell Club? Is he really going to play this out to the end?
He is.
And watch Tarek Skubal walk for nothing? Is that what we're going to do?
It's not nothing to him. You know what? Because he gets a draft pick. He gets to pick another can't-miss product. I can't wait to go to the high school and pick that junior out, and in 10 years, he's going to be an excellent Tiger. Keep drafting the high school players, Scott.
I saw a great quote, Rogelio. He's tremendous.
Rogelio Castillo.
He really is.
We love him.
And he said, and when Scott Harris used the term risk adverse, all right, he goes, boy, it's amazing. That's kind of become a buzzword, and it's kind of replaced the word scared.
There you go.
Because it's Rogelio that said it. I'm not. That's why.
Well said.
Well said. Because that's where it is. That's where it is. Well, I don't want to make this deal because then people can look at me a year from now, 2 years from now, and say, well, is that all I really got for Tarek Skubal?
Yeah.
And the flip side to that, Maz, is so we're going to let this play out to the end, and we're going to lose this guy for nothing but a draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Is that smart business?
Of course not.
Poor Justin.
Chuck Brewer.
He's having a quiet meltdown this morning.
Chuck Brewer has a good comment. And it's a comment that my friend Tim Kaine tells me. These are Tiger fans from the get-go. Maz, the last time we had a great minor league call-up, can you guess? It was the core of the 84 team. And I've heard that before. Those were the guys, Lance Parrish, Trammell, Whitaker, those guys. Jack Morris, those guys. Those were young bucks that they brought up, and they won a World Series with that team and competed for a long time with that team.
All right.
Since then, it's been nothing.
So in that whole era of Al Avila, where I don't care what anybody says, all right, you had people arguing adamantly for him until the last year. You did. You can deny it. I can't tell you, Justin, how many times I was called a negative Nancy or a downer or a hater because I said, guys, there's nothing there with Al Avila. There's nothing there. Look at the trades he's made, and you can talk about all the cute prospects all you want. But until they come up and show it, okay? So let's look at that whole era with all those names, okay? Tarek Skubal, absolute home run.
Round 7 pick.
Absolute home run. Undeniably, okay? How would you categorize Torque?
He was a top draft pick. And I would say he's good. He's not a superstar, but he's good.
Riley Green.
Again, maybe a step above Torque.
I agree.
But not superstar, but almost very good. Almost.
I think that Torque is closer to a guy than
Right.
even really good. How's that?
Okay.
I really just one man's opinion. I
get it.
I think he's closer to a guy. He's just a guy.
You see him and you think you're going to get more out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't taken that next step.
So I'm not even going to talk about all the guys that failed, okay? Casey Mize. What is Casey Mize?
He was an
Number
one
two,
pick.
number 2, number 3 starter.
He was injured, which made him now into probably a 3.
He's a guy.
He's a guy.
He's a guy.
Yep.
He is.
He's a guy.
Right?
He's an inning eater.
He's a guy.
AJ, I'll let him go 4 at least.
An inning eater who will go 5 2/3, right?
No, 4 2/3.
4 2/3. Okay.
And let up 3 home runs.
Okay. So is there?
No, that's Jack Flaherty.
Out of all those names that we heard, all those years, wait till you see Daz, wait till you see Manning, wait till you see Lugo, wait till you see, that's what we're left with.
Don't forget Job.
How can I
Job's
forget?
going to be. He said Job's going to be competitive.
We can't
in September.
I don't think it's fair to gauge what he is now, though. Like him and Colt Keith, I can't include them because I don't know.
They paid Colt Keith.
I know, but I don't know what they are. I don't think it's in fairness to
Correct.
them.
Why did we pay Colt Keith?
I don't know what
They like him.
What about Jake Rogers? Anybody?
Ass.
Jake Rogers is
let's
all we
move
have
on.
left.
Let's move on.
All we have left.
Who cares? He's ass.
Right.
From-
But okay, so do you understand my point?
He's a good clubhouse guy.
These are the names that you people, and yes, I dropped a you people. These are the names that you people have thrown at the likes of me
It's Rake Rogers.
for 7 years now. All right? Oh, Al is building something special. And he had his water carriers in the business, okay? And people like me were just mean, negative Nancy's because they said, wait a second. I'm not even talking about the names that failed, okay? The names that you came at me and said, well, you don't know baseball if you don't think that Matt Manning is going to be a top flight pitcher, okay? I just brought up one as an example. I'm not going to go down the list. The list is long. So what do we have to show for the last round of, do you see where the Tigers farm system is ranked? How you don't know baseball. You know how many times I heard that? Okay, so what are we left with now? On this roster right now, that not that long ago, were coochie can't miss prospects. Tarek Skubal, hit. No doubt about it. Riley Green,
Good.
good player. Good player. All right? Torque,
Decent.
he's a guy, right? I in my mind. All right?
Don't forget our catcher.
Jake Rogers,
No, our other catcher.
Dylan Dingler.
Dingler's good.
He was later down the line, but I agree with you. He's good.
He's good.
But he was later down the line.
Understood.
I'm talking like 7 years ago. Don't
Understood.
you worry. This team's going in the right
He
direction.
was late. He was one of the last picks.
And who? Like, go down the roster. Who's the guy?
Wensiel Perez? Andy Ibanez?
Anybody?
Ibanez still on the team?
But this time it's
Bueller.
different. And this time it's different. Why is it different? Because Scott's the smartest guy in the room.
Right.
That's the argument that people make with me. Like, I'm serious. And they get mad at you. It's like it's my fault. Wait. You can't understand why I'm skeptical? Well, I can, but it's Scott Harris now. Oh, my bad. Well, then surely all these guys are going to work, right? Brasenio,
Oh,
Clark, and McConaughey. They're all going to work, right? You're going to put your balls on the line and say that. All right, we'll revisit in 2 years.
just like Baltimore did.
It doesn't work. That's a great example.
All of Baltimore's guys worked, right?
It-
They finished last year.
Yep.
That's a great example.
And it's even more of an example because they lost Corbin Burns, and that's what was their downfall.
But you guys, I don't think you understand this. It's different now. It's totally different now.
That's what they say.
Whatever. I'm not.
Look, I hope next year and the year after we can apologize. I hope. But it's baseball. Baseball. Look what the Dodgers are doing, and look what we're doing. Now listen, Detroit, we're not a poor town. This guy is one of the richer owners in the sport. Don't tell me. We had Didn't we have 3 million people back in when the Tigers were competing? We had close to 3 million fans coming through the gates. Little Caesars Pizza is the official pizza of the NFL. The NFL, $5 hot and ready's is $7.50. That's half, 50% raise. Don't tell me they can't afford to bring in players on top of the farm prospects. The Dodgers have supposedly a top 3 farm system. Guess what? They're never going to be on the Dodgers. They're going to get traded for Cy Young winners. Look at their lineup. Blake Snell is like a 3.
You know what it reminds me of? I think of young Justin when you just said that. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Mid-American Conference football now.
Yes.
And I love
it's a feeding system.
I love Mid-American Conference football. Like honestly, when I was doing games with Toledo, I fell in love with that conference, and I've stayed in love with that conference. But do you know what that conference is now? A feeding system.
Feeding system.
Because hey, did you see our freshman Cam? Cam was unbelievable. Cam rushed for 1,600 yards this past year. He had over 6 yards a carry. So you know what I do? I come walking in like Vince McMahon. Remember the old Vince McMahon?
Yeah, of course.
Walk? I come walking in like Vince McMahon, and I go, "Hey, Cam, what's up? Do you really want to stay down in Athens, Ohio? I get it. It's a party town.
You
I
like
get
Cadillacs?
it. What kind of car? What kind of car are you interested in? Huh? Yeah. Oh, okay. You give me a price, baby. What can we do? What can we do?
Your father wants a job?
$150,000. We can do that, and I'll throw in the car. Why don't you come with us? Like that, legitimately. You're a freshman. You're a sophomore. You get an opportunity to play. It's like playing in the minor leagues. Those kids are gone. Look at Ole Miss quarterback. Are you familiar with Ole Miss quarterback? Kid from Michigan. Okay, goes to Ferris State, Division II. Lights it up, part of that machine that Tony Anise builds.
Yep.
Lane Kiffin calls him down to Oxford and goes, Mr. Chambliss, I'm going to take you in a showroom, and I'm going to show you a bunch of cars. Why don't you pick yourself out a car? Why don't you pick yourself
How
out
about
a
just
car?
walking through the Grove and pick out whatever beautiful lady you want to
Do you like Justice?
You like
Are
that?
you a fan of Justice?
What, you want her? Come
Okay,
here.
yeah.
Sally. Come here, Sally Mae.
Right? So wait, there's more. Why don't you give me a number? Why don't you give me a number that might be able to bring you here? 500,000. Okay, cool. So did you pick out your car? Did you, Mr. Justin's big giant garage? Pick out any car you want, and we're going to give you $500,000. How the hell can you compete with that?
You don't.
Hi, welcome to Major League Baseball. May I help you? That's where we're at right now. It's
And college football, Sean, is a step away from conferences are done. It's going to be north, south, east.
Can you imagine
west.
that? Regions.
That's it.
Regions.
The conferences are done. They're done.
Regions. Oh, wouldn't that be something?
We go from Rutgers, which is in Jersey, to USC, which is in Washington. That's the Big Ten?
So these are words that I'm going to pick very, very carefully, but I'm going to say them just the same, okay? Because you guys know my feelings about Scott Harris, okay? I'm sorry. Is Scott Harris just dancing to the tune that the owner tells him to dance to? Right? I mean, can we ask? Because I've said this I have no reason to believe that when the time is right, Christopher Ilitch is going to start spending money like his father did.
He has it.
We have no reason to believe
He's 0 for 2 on two teams.
We have
You're
no
right.
reason. We have no reason to believe that. Okay,
You're right, man.
And it's different with the NHL because there's a salary cap. Okay, you can get creative and maybe spend a little more money or sign off on a contract that might cost you down the line. But I have no reason to believe that Christopher Ilitch is going to spend money. So if we're working under that assumption, we all agree with that assumption. Is Scott Harris just in a position right now in a predicament that he's working with what he can work with, and he does have to try to be the smartest man in the room? I'm not letting him off the hook, but It's not exactly the best.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the best working conditions, if you will.
And we'll never know. We'll never know.
I love when Justin mentally checks out. It is the funniest gosh damn thing. You should see the dumb look on his face. He's like dejected. He's like he's disrobing in the other room, and he's just got this beaten look on his face. It's sad.
It's just crazy. We can't have nice things here. Like
There's more legitimacy to that than anybody wants to admit. What was it in the chat the other day? Somebody said. Gosh damn it. Somebody made a comment about a proposed big deal. And somebody in the chat said, well, that'll never happen here in Detroit. We don't have general managers like that. And somebody said, well, that's not fair to say about the Pistons. Okay, we don't know yet. But we don't make those big, bold moves. We don't. This time we just don't.
Just the Red Wings back in the day.
Back in the day.
That's it.
Back in the day.
No other team, really. The Lions had some big free agent signings. Scott Mitchell was the big to-do.
Right.
Pat Swilling was the big to-do. They used to do that. It's a passé now.
In this era, in like really, since we last won our last championship, when's 2008? When's that big, bold, wow, I can't believe we got him? It's just, now the Tigers were different. You know, Dave Dombrowski, well, I'll go get Miguel Cabrera. I'll put together a package.
Boy, was he good.
You know, even V-Mart, Prince Fielder.
Loved it.
And then I couldn't believe we traded the Prince Fielder contract, which is still amazing in and of itself. But we, like literally, if you think about the last decade, man, when's the last... Wow, I can't believe we got fill in the blank. Because even, you know, Patrick Kane, one of the best American players ever, was coming off an incredible surgery and had a lot of mileage on his tires, right? Mm-hmm. You weren't getting Patrick Kane.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, no, you're getting Patrick Kane. You're not getting Showtime.
Yes, I think that's fair. That's even better. Thank you. Right? And so we just, I think we've been... I don't know, program because of reality to sit back and go, well, we're not going to get Tom Mazaway, the big hot, you know, free agent marker. We're not going to get that guy.
ESPN's not talking about a Detroit team going out and blowing something away,
making that big, bold.
We're not going to be the lead
move.
story. Well, we'll be the lead story when Skubal goes, though. But we'll be the laughing stock.
I'm going to say it again, and Ken Rosenthal is one of the best in the business. I no disrespect to Ken. I think that Skubal gets traded. I think that Skubal gets traded. I think that they are desirous to get as big of a package as they can get. You have to remember, again, at least what Scott Harris says, and I'll be honest with you, it's as we talked about a few months ago. It's when it's convenient for them. They don't like to talk about moves, but magically things get out, right? Like the Bregman stuff. Well, I can't talk about that because things don't get, we don't talk about things like that. Well, how did that information about Bregman's contract get out? Do you think maybe somebody, maybe his name is Scott Harris, called somebody that he trusts, somebody he knows will carry his water, and say, can you do me a favor? I'll get you one down the line. Can you leak that we offered Bregman more money? Can you leak that? It didn't come from Bregman's camp.
No.
Right? You didn't hear that from Bregman's camp.
No, of course not.
Where did that come from if it doesn't come from a franchise that doesn't talk about things like that?
Right on, man. Hey, you know what we missed?
What did we miss?
The Tigers did sign Kyle Finnegan.
That's a good signing.
2 years, just about $20 million.
That's a good signing.
It's a great signing.
I don't have any problem with that.
That's a good reliever.
I don't have any problem with that.
And I'm glad we get to keep him. That's good. The bullpen is hopefully going to be good.
That was part of the demise last year. Do you remember how good he was after he first came here?
Oh, God, yeah.
And then unfortunately he got hurt. Mm-hmm. And all we were left with was Charlie Morton and the sheriff.
You love the sheriff.
I do love the sheriff. He is so damn
You know
good.
where you're the sheriff, though? It's BlackRock. So, Maz, why don't you tell him about it?
What a segue.
I wanted to bring up Paul Sewald.
What a pro. He's such a pro.
Don't you remember Paul Sewald? He pitched a half an inning.
He's coming.
He is. Let me give you a
Good
little
thing
black
Paul
one.
Sewell isn't at BlackRock.
Yeah, Paul Sewald. You can go visit Paul Sewald at Black Rock. Looking for dinner plans that sizzle? Head on over to Black Rock Bar and Grill, home of the Steak on the Stone. They launched a whole new menu, guys. Returning favorites with the newest way to sizzle. How about the sirloins are here to stay? The prime sirloins, not just a meal. It's a Top Rock experience. The all-you-can-eat platters for $20. Don't forget the holidays are here. So give the gift of sizzle. Give a Black Rock gift card. Makes the perfect stocking stuffer. And now through the end of the year, buy $50 worth of cards and you get $10 in bonus bucks to do what you want. And guess what? The best part is mention Woodward Sports when they hand you your bill. You get 20% off your entire food bill. That's pretty damn good. You can only get that at Black Rock.
And let me tell you about Sun Cruiser. Sun Cruiser, I mean, when you're at BlackRock, you're going to need something to drink, and they have them. And at all of the establishments I've been at lately, they've all been having Sun Cruiser. It's the official drink of Woodward Sports and the pregame show. We drink them all the time. They go down like water. You'll not even think about it, and all of a sudden you'll have 6. That's how it goes with Sun Cruiser, so make sure you hit them up. Also, make sure you tap in with Gold Crown Cannabis. The Jester's pre-roll, 1.5 grams. They hit like a dream. They also have the best concentrates in the game. They are the OG in that space. And then the gummies. They're nerd-coated, resin-infused gummies. They are perfect for nighttime use on the couch, enjoying a game or a movie. Make sure you tap in with Gold Crown today on their socials and on their website, www.goldcrownextracts.com.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
All right, Wicked Pickle Westland, you already know this is the spot for pickleball, but it is coming up January 9th through the 11th, the Woodward Sports Wicked Pickle Open. Friday night, 7:30, it's the Woodward Sports Celebrity Tournament. Hits the courts. All shows are throwing down. I apologize, I can't be there. I have a previous commitment.
You son of a...
Local celebs, it's all broadcast live. Of course, the heavyweights will be broadcasting live out there. That's an event in and of itself. Then the real battle begins. You got 3 days of nonstop pickleball, men's, women's, mixed, single divisions. It's where champions are made in pickleball. Sign up now at pickleballtournaments.com or call Wicked Pickle at 734-331-3451. That's 734-331-3451.
All right, guys, let's face it. No matter what it is, everyone's going to have their aches and pains that we have to deal with on a daily basis. Providing you with reliable relief so you can live your best life. That's what Chill Medicated is here to do. Chill Medicated's line of topical products are non-transdermal, meaning it does not get you high, makes the perfect fit for all-day use in any environment. Find relief right here at chillmedicatedcbd.com. They have the roll-ons. They have the creams. Anything that you need. The roll-on is my favorite. It's easy to use. Got that menthol smell. It's outstanding, and it makes you feel better. I rubbed it on my knee last night after bowling. Feeling good today. By the way, shout out to my bowling team. We won last night. Chillmedicatedcbd.com. Tell them that Woodward Sports sent you.
I am still convinced that you rubbed that stuff all over yourself last Thursday, because the change that you had. You know, 'tis the Christmas season. It reminded me of Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh,
Everybody knows. Like, he woke up in the morning. He told young Justin to run down the street and get him a goose and all that. Okay, like all week long, you were hemming and hawing about the Lions. You were so
I was done.
despondent. You were done. And then all of a sudden, magically, at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Cam, this is a true story. I get this text as I'm pulling in to second best. All right. Guys, I just had an epiphany. The Lions are winning today, and they're going to get it done and everything. I'm going, Maz, is that you? And I was like, you put that stuff up your butt, didn't you?
Yep.
He put that
Rubbed
chill
it all
stuff,
over
rubbed
me.
it all over him. And
All over.
all of a sudden, Maz, it was a 100% different tune that afternoon. So it was great. So maybe you can give me some of that chill, Maz, as a matter of fact, this weekend, because I just don't like this matchup against the Rams at all.
But we're going to be okay. We are.
Well, if I put some of that chill on,
We're going to be okay.
I'm not sure I'm going to stick it up my behind, but all right, go ahead, Maz. I know we got some super chats.
Hey, we haven't talked about college basketball. I know it's early. Michigan's pretty good, guys.
Oh, machine.
They made Villanova last night look like a high school team.
What was that, 61-22 or whatever at halftime?
89-61 final.
What was it? Wasn't it
I
like
didn't see
61-22 or some crap like that?
Amazing. They
Jeez, oh, Pete.
They looked like the Harlem Globetrotters. Anyway, that takes me to our super chat. Dante, 151. So, guys, which college men's basketball team besides Michigan and MSU would say could be a threat for the national championship? Go Pistons. Now, I usually don't lock in on college hoops till about February. But how do you pass up watching Michigan and Michigan State right now? As far as anyone going against them, I still think you'll have your Dukes and North Carolinas and Kentuckys. But do you know anyone at this point?
Arizona, everybody's talking up Arizona.
That's fine.
I haven't watched them play. I'm not even going to pretend.
Exactly.
Listen, Maz, I say this all the time, okay? I use the analogy of a plate. I have too much on my sports plate right now.
Oh, God, yeah.
To go into college basketball. I am the guy that college basketball elite hates.
Right, me too.
I'll jump in February. I'll digest as much as I can.
Absolutely.
Maybe not as much this year because Olympic hockey will be going on.
That's going to be great.
I can't wait. But even on small rinks.
We'll talk about that for a minute.
Don't get me started. But
You like the pros or do you like the college?
Pros or college what? Basketball?
USA, hockey. Do you want a 1980 team?
1,000%. I want the best of the best.
So you want the NHL players?
I want the best of the best.
Okay.
The NHL, and I say this all the time, part of the reason that the Four Nations was so big last year.
That was great.
Is because you didn't have the best of the best for 9 years. And that's, I'm going to say it, fucking criminal.
But you were missing Russia.
And we're still missing
and
Russia.
And the Czechoslovaks.
And it drives me it drives me out of my mind, I might add. They should be playing.
Of course.
But how do you do that when you think of all the great players, American, Canadian, everywhere, in the last 9 years that never got a chance to play best versus the best? How is that humanly possible? To me, there's nothing like it. Watching the best in the world play, there's nothing like it. I get the romance of the amateurs.
Watch Miracle.
It's phenomenal. I get it. I get it. But give me the best versus the best, man. It is phenomenal.
Again.
It is absolutely phenomenal to me.
Again.
So I am that guy. I'll jump in, but yeah, it was 53-23 at halftime.
Jesus.
Because I was paying attention. I was like, good gosh, they're beating Villanova by 30 at half?
The only reason I watched it, why? It was bowling night. It was on.
Was it? Villanova was unbeaten too, right?
Yeah, but they weren't ranked.
Yeah.
They weren't
Jeez,
ranked.
Pete.
That was a rematch of the 89 NCAA championship.
Seton Hall.
I was just looking for Ramil Robinson.
Seton Hall.
My bad.
That's all right. 2018.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Damn me.
You got him. That's all right.
Sideless.
Jay Wright.
They wanted to buy the Pistons back in the day. They meaning the Illiches. And they want to claim poverty with their two teams they already have. Thank you for Tom Gores. Tom Gores is getting a lot of love lately.
He should. Even when he was screwing up.
Yeah.
Do you know what his strength was? I screwed up. It's the guys that double down and triple down and become stubborn and no, I believe in this guy, et cetera, et cetera. Don't double down. Get rid of your mistake right. That's why, Maz, I hate this argument. I've had this argument with Shep in particular for years. Okay, who are you going to get? It's a good question. Who am I going to get? But I can tell you this. I can tell you this definitively. I'm not sure he can be much worse than the guy we have right now. Do you remember people saying that about Matt Millen? Well, if we fire Matt Millen, who are we going to get? Think about how stupid that is.
That is
like,
pretty
really.
People said that?
Oh, it was insane. It was, who are we going to get? Who are we going to get? I don't care. Hire Maz. I'm not sure Maz could do any worse than Matt Millen. Honestly, I mean that in all sincerity. I'm not sure Maz could do any worse.
I would have sat down with my scouts, made a couple of decisions.
You know what I would have done is I'd have hired people that knew what the hell they were doing to make.
I know
me
you
look
wouldn't
good.
take Mike Williams. You might not even take a Joey Harrington.
I would have cut bait on Joey Harrington pretty quick.
You know who wanted to was the head coach.
I know he did.
Mooch.
Mooch
went down with the ship.
I saw it with my own two eyes.
Yeah.
You got to trust me when I say
Oh yeah,
that. Yeah.
Mooch went down with the ship.
He got. You remember he got canned. What was it, the day after Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah.
And that's when Dre lost his mind in particular because it was the boys in the room didn't like that too much.
Nope. Labartney out in the desert. Guys, it's a beautiful December day. No need to stress about the Tigers yet. He's right, but not really, because it's the winter meetings, Labartney. In other words, our guy could be gone this week.
If there's any validity to what that guy said out from KTLA in Los Angeles, yeah, it could be imminent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the guy. I'm not gonna. I love how people in the media always love to like hammer somebody. I don't know if he's legit or not.
I think Justin's got a Scott Boras cut we'll play. And you'll hear him. He talks about, I don't like what he says near the end of it, when he says he knows he's got a year left with this team.
You know what's funny, Maz?
Do you want that?
Maz, I'm sure you're going to remember this. Justin, I don't know if you know this. I said for months I had an unbelievable source, and we were working at a radio station at the time, and I told anybody that would listen, not only is Mike Babcock gone, but he's going to Toronto. Not only did I tell you that, I told you that Jeff Blashill will be the next head coach of the Red Wings. And a lot of guys on the
Well, he sounded like Babcock.
A lot of guys on the beat, not all of them, but a lot of guys on the beat kind of threw shade at it. And I said that for months. And I stood by it because I knew my source was unbelievably rock solid. And then I got it verified by somebody else. And so the day that it happened, I'll give credit. A couple guys kind of came back and said, my bad and everything. But like that was going to happen. So for all I know, this guy's, I'm not a beat writer. I knew somebody who told me definitively what was going to happen.
Supposedly this guy in L.A. broke the Kawhi to the Clippers years ago. So he's got a little bit of a track record. So we'll see how it goes. Before we get to Scott Boras, last one, Caseville Country Boy. Why did Tom Monahan have to sell the Tigers? # not born yet. Pizza guy, right?
Yeah.
He owned Domino's, and the Illiches owned Little Caesars. Oh, one other popped up here for $5. Dylan Jasoria. Detroit loves Joey more than Mooch. Supports Dan's regime. I believe lives in this area. Mooch is still crapping on the Lions on the NFL Network.
Does he really?
Like, that's what this guy said.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if maybe he might be a little hard on him. I don't know if he's crapping on him. He might be.
Do Mooch and Tom Izzo know one another?
They do.
Do they?
They were besties in Iron Mountain.
Hmm.
You didn't know that,
Is Joey Harrington Matthew Stafford friends with Clayton Kershaw?
He is.
Is there? Okay.
He is.
I've heard rumors.
Yeah, I never heard that Izzo Mooch thing.
Hey, they built that Superior Dome up in northern Michigan. Out of wood, by the way.
They have you know what? It's funny when you go. There's a giant mural of Steve Mariucci, the player, and then Steve Mariucci coming and talking to the team, like as
They
coach.
they hung his name up in the Superior Dome.
Oh yeah, they have a banner for him.
Yeah, they got a
legitimately.
banner.
Yeah, they 18. I think it was number 18. Yeah, they legitimate.
Did you want to hear from Scott Boras?
Yes. Let's hear
We
from
hate him, though.
We're going to hear from Scott Boras after we hear from Planet Fitness.
Oh, that was quick.
I can tell you about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness, over 2,700 clubs nationwide, over 50 in the area as well. It's worked out well for me. I mean, I think I've been there 21 years, the Northville location. Access to the Black Card Spa. You can get hydro massage, innovative amenities. It's only $24.99 a month. You can bring a guest any time. And if you want to win 2 tickets to a Lions game, they got a great partnership with the Lions now. Just visit any of the 50-plus locations in the Metro Detroit area to win. We are all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
Hey, Baz, what are you talking about, Jax?
Okay, today's not a great day for it. I think the guys at Jack's have the day off today. But when they open, over 40 locations, and we got 3 right here on Woodward. Get those cars cleaned, guys. Take care of them. Your car is your home. If you're driving around, you want to keep it clean. You want to go to Jack's Car Wash. Join that Unlimited Club, guys. I have 2 cars in the Unlimited Club. That means you can wash your car twice a day, every single day of the week, every single day of the year. Check it out, jackscarwash.com. Right now, we'll give you a free wash. Just text WSN to that number on the screen and get yourself a free car wash, free vacuum. They have everything there to keep your car clean. Do your windows, do your dashboard. Jack's Car Wash.
Every Sunday, there's only one place to get all your kneecapping, hard-hitting Detroit Lions coverage. Start your Sunday with the Lions Weekly Report with Broder and Terry Foster. Then, the Lions pregame show with Neil Rule and Sean Baligian. At kickoff, keep it locked in for all the emotions of the game with a live watch party with the heavyweights. Then, recap the game with the Lions postgame show with Anson. Game days, there's no other place to be than Woodward Sports. Live all game day. Go Lions.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Everybody loves justice. There's never a bad time for justice. Corporations, the government,
That should be the name of my bowling team.
even your insurance company, they'll do whatever it takes to minimize their liability and withhold your compensation. When you are looking for justice, when something goes wrong, there's only one person that can help you. Ven Johnson. Make him your first call. You get the fighter in your corner. Contact Ven today at venfights.com.
And let me tell you about Les Stanford Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, and GMC. They have some great deals going on post-Black Friday, so make sure you go tap in with Spenny's man Goron at lesstanford.com. But they got a 2026 Crew Cab for $159 a month, a 2025 Optic Sport 1 for $449 per month, and the big fella, the 2026 Hummer EV. Call that the Penne Sewell. Hit up Les Stanford today and get your deal on a brand new car, especially that Hummer, because you're going to need it for the snow.
Dude, that was elite.
Thank you.
In the middle of a read, he went all Gus Johnson on everybody. The big fella. Did you guys see that thing yesterday that Dave Burkett put out? Sorry to go. Like, we'll hear from Scott Boras in a second.
Dave's the man.
Burkett put out this thing that the Lions are. Now, I'm going to say something to you. You ready? The Lions still have a chance for the number 1 seed in the NFC. What's your immediate reaction when I say that?
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Okay. It's not as crazy as you think. Look, there.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Drink. There's lots of moving parts. We know that. Everything has to hit. But it's there mathematically.
Like Burkett put that out, and I'm not gonna. Dave, all respect to you. You know that. All right. I've been a fan of Dave for years. I saw that headline and I was like, oh gosh. And then I read it and I was like, okay, it's not that crazy. I mean, yeah, Maz, I think that's a great. There are a lot of moving parts.
We're number one. We're number one.
See, you talk to some of the slappies around here.
So we need the Packers to beat
Justin
the Bears.
he just put in pen, Lions number 1 seed.
Packers beat the Bears and then lose their other 3 games, right?
Yes.
That would have to be. Bears would have to be swept. That would be two things. San Francisco, Seattle would have to eat each other up. We have to beat the Rams, so you get a game up on them. And, yeah, there you go.
Sean, are you ready?
Oh, boy, here we go.
No, not for Boris.
All right, go ahead.
For the Bears.
Don't.
And their choke.
Oh, it's coming. I've been telling you.
I know. I'm
it's
right
coming.
there with you.
It's coming. It is coming. The schedule was going to catch up to them. Now, in fairness to them, one of the games that I had as a loss was the Eagles. Okay, and they beat the Eagles.
And you know what they're going to do?
And
you
it
know
was
what
their
they're going
first
to do,
win
Sean?
of consequence.
They're going to go full bear. They're going to lose to the Browns this week. And Shadur is going to throw for over 300 yards.
I will be here with no pants on. I'm just telling you, Monday morning, nobody needs that, but I'm going to tell you what right now.
Now, you guys got to stop wishing and hoping against this team.
I'm not wishing and hoping.
You really believe that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think 1-3 is loading for them.
It's
right.
a spot game.
I'm not going to go as far as him, but I think 1-3 is loading for them.
So you think they win this week and lose the next three?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I really do. Packers, at Niners, Lions.
Okay. It does sound formidable.
I
They're
do
home
think
for
that
two of
they
those.
go 1-3.
Could you imagine 10-7 and missing the playoffs? Oh my gosh.
They would still love Ben Johnson for what he did.
Oh, of course they would. And they should. Because, I mean, look, in fairness, Maz, and you said I don't have objectivity about the Bears because I hate them so much. That part is true. They're heading in the right direction. They're making smart moves.
You just don't believe in their QB.
I don't believe in their
Okay.
QB. I do not believe in their QB. Bear fan, I know you guys lurk, okay? Do you believe in your QB? Seriously, I'm asking you guys. Bear fan, do you believe in Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams is the man. Caleb Williams is the man that's going to lead you to a Super Bowl. Maz, listen to what I just said.
I heard you.
I know you're a charter member of the Caleb Williams fan club, all right? Caleb Williams is going to lead the Bears to the Super Bowl.
Well,
you don't believe that.
who was the quarterback?
You
that
don't
led him
believe that.
against the Colts.
I think the league is different now, though. Rex Grossman.
Yeah.
And Jim McMahon won them a Super Bowl. I think the league is different now. All right, Scott Boras, you got that?
Yep.
This is like the ADD show today. We are all over the board.
We're hitting
man.
everything.
Yeah. You know what? It's a snowy morning. Chances are you're at home. Yeah. You're smart. Your company allows you to stay at home. Shout out to the Detroit Red Wings, by the way. They allowed their company employees to stay at home today.
Good. They're making some good choices.
They did. That's
Hope
a good
that
choice.
continues.
They made a really good choice.
There's been some wild rumors about Tarek Skubal. How do you think he's been able to handle this, establish himself as the best pitcher in baseball, playing for the Detroit Tigers, where he circulates in some of these rumors?
You know, and I think you're that good and you're focused on why you're good, which is your workouts, your conditioning, and such. You really are about your teammates. You're about, doing the things you need to do for your city, your team, and for your family. You're so busy with the discipline it takes to be that good that you don't concern yourself with time or the business dynamic that will happen, in a year from now or 10 minutes from now. You just focus on what you do to keep the status that you know is most important, because speculation is a real deterrent to performance. And so to keep that ability to stay at your best, what got you there is really the focus rather than what may happen in the future.
So in theory, if he did get traded, he would be open to extension just because everything's on the table as a possibility, or?
Well, I don't know how he'd feel about any circumstances until the circumstances are provided, so I wouldn't know that. But I can only say that the knowns are you have a year to go with this team. We've let the team know we listen to whatever they have to say, and we go from there.
Awesome, Scott. The best in the business. Appreciate the time. Right. Thanks so much.
He doesn't even mention the Tigers by name. A year to go with this team.
You can hate him You can find him smug. You can find him weird. You can say anything you want negativity about him. If I were a player, I would want Scott Boras as my agent. He is that Slapdick said at the end of it, the best in the business. Undoubtedly. Would you agree with that, Maz?
Yes.
Undoubtedly.
Yep.
Okay? And what he said at the beginning is so true. All right? One thing that I know we all love around here and embrace around here, how many guys came here not knowing the first thing about this place or even heard negative things about this place? Because we know what the reputation of Detroit is, okay? Nationwide, all right? Came here, had their mind absolutely blown, and decided to stay here. And I think what Scott was saying is, okay, Tarek has made it he'd like to stay here. We've heard it. He'd like to stay here. And what he said is, you plant roots here, okay? Maybe you meet a girl. Maybe you meet a Detroit area girl. Maybe you move into a neighborhood and Cam's your next door neighbor, and you're like, that dude's cool. I like rolling over his house on a Saturday night when the 8 o'clock game's on, and Cam and I suck down beers in Cam's basement. This guy's cool. You make roots here. And Maz, I'm not going to mention any names. There have been guys that have gone as far as to telling me, when I got drafted here, I said all the right things. I said all the right things. But my intention was the first opportunity I get to get the hell out of this place, I'm out of here.
And Dominican soup.
And some of those dudes told me afterwards, after a couple of years, they sat back and said, I don't want to go anywhere. This place is great. Mm-hmm. My mind was blown. And some of those guys continue to make this their home, okay? And again, I don't know if anybody wants to publicly acknowledge that, yeah, my mindset when I got here is I can't wait to get the hell out of here. And then I got here and I was like, this place is great, right? Tarek Skubal's not thinking about that shit. Why would you want to leave someplace of comfort? Maz, you think about it like our business. Our business is so absolutely crazy, right? We'll break in a second. Our business is so absolutely crazy. But if you have a gig that you like, that you're happy, that the company takes care of you, well, why would you want to leave?
Exactly.
Why, you know, I had a place like that I was at for 15 years. And it got to a point where it wasn't fun anymore, and I didn't like doing it. But, like, opportunities would come up, and I would go, well, why would I leave? Why? This is great. Why would I leave? So at the end of the day, yeah, these guys are humans too. He's got a family. He's got, you know.
And he'll be able to make the decision.
Right.
Am I going to go there for X amount money more than I can get here? That's going to be his decision.
Yep. No
He
doubt
and his
about it.
wife.
All right, Justin, where are we going? We're trying to stay on track. We're trying.
We are going to Sharon's.
I can tell you about Sharon's. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning. They have been a staple in our community for over 40 years. And, you know, again, you've been in business that long, you're obviously doing something right. They treat everybody wonderfully. You get great service. Have you checked out SharonsHeating.com yet? They've added a few customer-friendly options. Check this out. DTE gas customers, you get a free furnace tune-up through the end of 2025, free instant estimates for equipment replacement, online filter purchasing directly from the website. You can also give them a call. 734-238-3805. That's 734-238-3805. Tell them that Woodward Sports sent you.
And let me tell you about Loom Cannabis. Loom Cannabis is the most convenient weed distributor in the dispensary game. From Boyne City to Southfield, they have it all. They have the buzzin' drinks that are the best, man. I literally had 6 of them last night at the Michigan basketball game. It was elite. I had a great time, and I was watching the future national champs. So you can't complain, especially when they give you WSN 30 to get 30% off your entire order when you go into the store. You can either scan the QR code above my head, shop online, or you can go in store and go have the best bud tender experience in the game.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
And 2, 1.
Creatures of habit, man. We're really simpletons, men, right? We do the same things. We go to the same places. Much to our wives' chagrins, we like to wear the same clothes. We get our hair cut at the same place. Why? It's simplistic. I walk in, I sign in, before you know it, it's done. It's Lady Jane's. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Been around forever now. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. You can walk in anytime. Yeah, you can get your favorite one, make your appointment, but me, I'm a walk-in guy. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. You know why you keep going back? It's wicked awesome. All right, welcome back in. Final segment of the show. So we have coming up at 10 o'clock, Woodward Wings, right?
Yep.
We're going to, what did you call it, an emergency?
Emergency Quinn Hughes pod.
I love that kid. Don't ever tell him. I'm just a big fan of Justin. Of course, heavyweights. Neil, Rule, Big D Energy coming up. Bray and Shep, and then the heavyweights. What were you going to say, Mass?
I was going to say the NFL just announced that they will have a game in Munich, Germany next season, and the rumor is already the beat riders.
Woo!
The beat riders are on it. That could be a Lions home game.
Fuck.
They were so overdue for going again. They really were.
They are.
They were so overdue for going again. So that doesn't surprise me.
Right. They'll probably get the bye after that week.
Are you going to want the playoff picture or the power rankings first?
Do the playoff picture.
All right, here you go.
Can we do the playoff picture?
We're not in it though.
Don't worry about it. See that ugly logo at the 7 seed in the NFC?
Yeah, see how it says after week 14? Because there's 4 weeks left.
Right.
We'll be there.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Look at that AFC.
Look at my Jaguars, man. So inspirational.
Look at
Neil
that
hates
AFC.
to see Duval coming.
Look, get the Steelers out of there. Get them out.
They're going to win that division, Maz.
They are going to win that division.
They're gross.
Yeah. So is the rest of their division.
Aaron Rodgers.
Burke Rodgers.
Jesus, look at that NFC, too. Sean, you and your damn automatic qualifier.
Don't get me started on the automatic qualifier.
Will the NFL ever go away from the
I
automatic
hope they
qualifier?
do go away from the automatic qualifier.
I have something that I need to gripe about this with, because I think this playoff picture establishes exactly something that I've been thinking about over the last couple years. The fact that the scheduling is done how it's done, with all the 1 seeds having to play a 1 seed schedule and all the 4 seeds having to play a 4 seed schedule because they want parity, it only hurts your top teams. And you see that. Like, where is the Chiefs? The Buffalo's in the 6th seed. You got the Seahawks in San Francisco. Obviously, they weren't going to beat the Rams. But, like, all these teams that are just floating by on weak schedules. Like, it happens so often now.
It does.
It's
No,
ridiculous.
You're right. And you know what, Justin, it goes back to the whole selling hope thing. Because you know what are you telling the Buffalo Bills fan base right now? Oh, we don't care.
Fuck you. We don't care you've made the AFC Championship game for the last 4 years.
And you know what? As a fan right now, I'd go, hey, this is cool. Look at all those frauds ahead of me. Like Lion fans are kind of saying.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what they will change? They're gonna allow the division winner to get in, regardless of how bad it is.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna make them a top 4 seed. It's gonna be records. Because Tampa should beat a 7. Tampa's an automatic 7. Anyone that comes out of the South is a 7 this year. Anyone that comes out of the AFC North is a 7. The Steelers aren't a 4. They don't deserve a home game.
Yeah,
They
I
don't.
agree with you.
Just because they won a crap division, that I guarantee you that will change.
I just, you know, and this is, Maz, I've had this argument with so many people in college football. Look, 99 times out of 100, your conference champion is going to be legit. 99 times out of 100. Like, anybody want to argue the legitimacy of Indiana right now?
Nope.
Not me. Anybody want to argue the legitimacy of Georgia right now?
Nope.
Texas Tech?
Nope.
I'm not doing it.
They're
all right?
playing with a backup quarterback.
But every now and again, you get a Duke. You get a Wisconsin, who went 8-6 and was the Big Ten championship in 2012. So why not police yourself, right? Every now and again. Because that conference champion is going to get in 99 times out of 100 because they're legit. So that's why I've always felt just to throw it out there and go, oh, no. And what if, you know what? I'm a big fan of using this quote. It doesn't affect you until it affects you, right? What if there's a year that, let's use our teams, all right? And Cam, I don't know what side of the fence you sit on. Let's use Michigan and Michigan State. I'm sitting here with 2 Michigan fans, and I'm a Spartan.
Cam's also a Michigan fan.
Okay, 3-1. Shocker! Wow, I'm not used to that around here.
That's the ratio.
But easily. All right. What if one year Michigan is 10-2, and they only had 1 loss in conference? It was just the bad loss, and they find themselves in a position like that, and then you have 8-4 Oregon, who goes to the Big Ten championship, beats the shit out of Ohio State, slaughters them, like, because they know their season is on the line, and Oregon gets the automatic qualifier, and your 10-2 team is sitting at home because Oregon stole one of the spots. I'm sorry, I think it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Well, look at James Madison and the Green Wave.
The dominoes that fell because of Duke.
Yeah.
We're living it right now.
Yep.
There is not one human being out there that could sit there and say this is good for college football. You can't. You can't. It's good for James Madison. You have nothing to apologize for.
And Tulane.
Tulane, you have nothing to apologize for, okay? This is a disaster for college football. Sorry. Here's our top 12. Huh? What?
You've got Notre Dame sitting out. You got Vandy, a great story, sitting out. You have Texas, pretty good couple wins that they got in their resume. Couple bad losses, they're sitting it out. But Tulane and James Madison are playing in the playoff game. And for college basketball, I think it's the best. For college football, it's terrible.
Go to 24. Do what Division II does. I'm sorry.
Or just go back to 4.
I've said it.
But they're not gonna.
I've said it for 15 years. If you did a tournament of 24 like D2 does, people would lose their minds.
Yep.
They get rid of the championship games. The conference championship games should be abolished.
Okay.
That's fine.
Right.
And then bring in the 2014.
You guys, D2 has it right. I lived it. It's phenomenal. And you know what? Cinderella happens organically. Like Wayne State, I had the opportunity to take that ride when they were Cinderella. You know what? For them to earn their way to the championship game down in Alabama, they had to go on the road and beat 4 teams in a row. Boom, boom, boom.
Didn't they play in a snowstorm?
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, we were playing against like an air team, and once it started snowing, I kid you, I looked at my broadcast partner, and pardon my language here, I go, they're fucked.
Yep.
And they ran all over him. Of
course.
Like, just ran. The kid it was a record that held until he had like 338 yards rushing.
Woo-hoo.
Guys were making business decisions in the third quarter.
Dashing through the snow.
Ole! Just and there goes the running back going by. But that's a real Cinderella because they earned it. They went on the road and they beat St. Cloud. They went on the road and they beat Nebraska Kearney. They beat Duluth. They beat Winston-Salem, okay? And, I mean, you think about that, Justin. Let's use, pick a team. Vandy. Vandy, Maz.
Love them.
Vandy has to go on the road 3 straight rounds. 3 straight rounds. And win games.
Yep.
How could... That's Cinderella.
That's great.
You didn't force anything. They earned that. That's Cinderella. All right, Justin, very quickly, do you want to do this power ranking thing?
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
This is pro football talk.
Let's see where
Lions still sitting in the 12 hole.
Oh, see, I was gonna guess. I was gonna guess 13. So, all right.
Good guess though.
He's gonna get that up. All right. How do you argue with it? But really, how do you?
Does it really matter even?
No.
But we like putting it up because we abuse it, and that's
These rankings suck.
Here's what it is.
I mean, this is as week 14 or week 15 of rankings as I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry. The Broncos and the Patriots are not the 2 best teams in the league, regardless of the record.
I come around on the Patriots a little bit.
I think that the Patriots have a case. I don't. Think they're the number one team in football.
I don't buy the Broncos. All right, so let's count the NFC teams.
Look at
1,
the Chiefs
2,
at 19.
3, 4, 5.
The Chiefs are broken, man.
They have 5 NFC teams ahead of the Lions. Isn't that interesting? The Eagles just behind us, and the Bucks a few spots behind.
It's about right.
By the way, they have 2 playoff spots. So, and there's that.
It's about right. Colts are fading. Bengals are done now. Titans moved up. Good for the Titans.
That's a. I'm telling you, that Texans team, Maz.
I know.
We were on that a few weeks ago.
If they have any kind of quarterback play and running game.
Could you imagine C.J. Stroud of 2 years ago who lit the league on fire? Could you imagine that guy now with that? That defense is legit.
Big time.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
It always is, right?
Let's
as long as we're in the top 7 there.
Maz, I could be wrong, but did I see that Lions-Rams number sneak up to your, what did you call it, the Devil's number?
The Devil's number is 5.5?
I think I saw it 5.5.
I got to look right now.
I think I saw it 5.5.
If it's 5.5, that's good for us.
I was going to say, is that a good thing for us?
Yes, that's good for us.
I would love to believe it, but Maz, this defensive backfield still terrifies me. And listen, I hope you're all yelling at me.
We're good.
Next week.
He just said it this week. We're good. We listened to the clip.
I hope that you are yelling at me next week.
It's 5.5.
That's what I thought.
We're good.
5.5.
Guess what the over-under is? Keep going with the 5s. 55.5.
Is it really?
Yes, it's all 5s. Detroit plus 200 on the money line right now. That's a bet.
All right,
That's a bet.
Can I ask you a question? Let's say it turns into a shootout, kind of like the Cowboys game was. Do we have a chance against the Rams?
Yes. Hell yes.
In a shootout?
We have white boy winner.
Well, there's some legitimacy to that. Yeah. I don't know if
He's the new Sam Laporta.
I don't know if I can argue that too much.
I'm telling you.
We legitimately have to hope for a shootout.
Yes.
Yeah. We're not
winning a defensive battle.
No, I don't.
Matthew Stafford, honestly, think about this. We've embarrassed him twice. We made his kids cry. We made his wife cry.
Boo them kids.
I'll boo him again.
And there going to be a lot of Lion fans there. A lot of Lion fans are going to be taking over SoFi.
Can you believe that woman actually said people were booing her kids?
Yeah.
Can you, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
4 beautiful little girls. We're not booing them.
Would you,
We're not booing them.
get off your cross. Come on. I'll boo him. Put him out in front. I'll boo him right now. You're Rams.
If you're Matthew Stafford.
I'll boo him right now.
How bad do you want this game?
You know what this is?
I say 5 touchdown passes.
Maz, this is.
Jeez, man.
Then we're getting hammered. Then you're on my turn.
We're staying with them.
All right.
So what do you think the score is going to be? 60-55?
Well, 5 touchdowns is 35 points.
So what are you looking at?
38-35?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair. This kind of reminds me of when the Lions say that they're not thinking of something and they're not taking something personal, okay? And I haven't heard any comments from Matthew Stafford about it. Knowing Matthew Stafford, can I guess what his comment would be if somebody asked him about Detroit? Well, I'll always have fond feelings there. You know, it's where we started our family and a lot of great people in Detroit. But, you know, I've been in L.A. for a few years now, and, you know, I don't – my brain doesn't think that way. And I would sit back and say bullshit, just like I do when the Lions try to say that stuff. Nah, we don't really think about what happened in Dallas last year. Sure you don't. Sure you don't. Of course you don't, right? I mean, how many times have we seen that? The Lions kind of go, it's personal now. We remember what happened last year.
Dan Campbell says it.
Yeah.
Hey, he said at the beginning of the year, we got a lot of receipts to pay back.
Yep. It's the way it goes. And last year, going into the Dallas game was the funniest one. No. We don't think about that.
Fabulous.
Of course they thought about it. Every action that they had that game was thinking about that game.
Go back to the Bears game at the beginning of the year. They went for 2.
I don't know how we'll beat that Bears team. I just don't. Especially after watching them win by 31 earlier in the year. I don't know how we're going to beat that Bears team. I can't wait to get a receipt from you. Oh, you're going to pay. There will be justice. There will be that justice that day.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. That Bear justice is coming, and it's coming right
You
quick.
think I'm rooting for the Bears?
I do.
You
turned into a Bear fan.
I'm not a Bears fan. Well, the kid worked for him last year. I do have a little bit. Never mind. Anyway.
Your kid, I did not know that.
Oh, Lily worked for him. Yeah.
Are you hearing this? Are you hearing
I
this,
knew
Justin?
that. I knew that.
She says Hallis Hall is the bomb. Listen.
You are such a Bear fan.
Listen,
now I know.
Listen,
now you've just proven it definitively.
She brought home 2 Bears shirts for me from training camp. But do you see me wearing them?
I'd kick her out of the house.
Do you see me wearing them?
That'd be it. My daughter brings home 2 Bear things.
Do you see me wearing them? Fine.
Oh, justice is coming. It is coming right quick. I'm telling you. All right, we got to get out of here. Cam, thank you. Great job this morning. Appreciate you. Maz, Justin, listen, it's crappy out. All right?
Stay home.
Stay home.
Stay home and stay tapped into the Red Wings emergency Quinn Hughes pod in 15 minutes. Look at Sean. He's excited. He knows that the trade's going to happen. He knows deep down inside that it's going to happen. Come on, Stevie.
Peace. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.